What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Crypto here. Time to talk Terra Luna Classic and what is a fantastic couple of weeks, and there is more to come. We're going to break down exactly what's going on with the Terra Luna Classic community votes, as well as some interesting news from TFL. Remember, they're injecting money like no one's business into Luna and Luna Classic. All of that in this video, and if you are new to the channel, do consider subscribing, and if you enjoy this content, smash that like button. That's how I know that you enjoy it. With that being said, let's take a look at the overall cryptocurrency market. $1.6 trillion, that's right. 43,653 on Bitcoin, just pulling back very slightly. We actually had a very strong day. We touched 45k earlier on, but as we scroll down the list, as ever with the top 100 cryptocurrencies, we are going to get to what we want to talk about in this video, which is Terra Luna Classic having a very good ride right now. And like I said, I think there is more to come. So currently hovering at the 53rd highest ranked cryptocurrency, Terra Luna Classic, down about 2.8% on the day. And this is probably the first time we've seen a significant correction since that move. Volume down about 600 million, $1.2 billion market cap. Now, obviously a lot of people come out and start to say it's all done, it's all hype again, but we're going to break down exactly why that isn't the case. We'll do the price action as well in just a minute. So we have a major constructive proposal. This is ultimately about the development of the chain, continuation of our monthly compensation model. Why is this important? Well, we're seeing TFL invest in building out on the ecosystem. And I mean the ecosystem in its entirety, whether that be Cosmos, whether that ultimately be Luna, USTC, Luna Classic is going to be part of that as well. It says here, the Terra Classic community has passed another key proposal as they prepare for the revival of Terra Luna Classic and repeg USTC stablecoin to $1. The proposal aimed at having a guideline for a pay-per-job approach on the Terra Classic chain as core developers. The L1TF goes into maintenance mode for Q4. Now, I talked about this yesterday in my video that I don't necessarily think that that is a bad thing, that the L1 team go into kind of maintenance mode. They just kind of look after things, because what we need is strategic deployment of things that are important and ultimately drive it aligned to the investment coming from TFL. So what does it all mean? Well, ultimately proposal 11889, the pay-per-job governance, has passed successfully, ultimately therefore deeming the monthly model of roadmap and payment planning as done. The proposal received 91% of the vote and ultimately allows us therefore to vote based upon one thing that we need doing and hold them to account to deliver it. I think where we were in a monthly payment strategy, it was paid out at the start of the month before the work was completed. This almost is exactly as other businesses, whether that be IRL, cryptocurrency, whatever it is, work is completed, payment is therefore done for that work. And I think, like I said, it allows us to be very strategic in what we do and ultimately define with the journey and direction Terra Luna Classic goes, all while sitting under that governance of the community. And I think it's important. If we take a look at what's going on with Terraform Labs, ultimately the custodians of the entire chain, you'll see they are deploying a substantial amount of capital into it and are now starting to see some benefits of building on the chain. You can see there, look, Astroport enabling fee sharing on Terra. We also see Osmosis starting to come out in terms of their enterprise and ultimately therefore being able to bring top-notch DAO tooling to the Osmosis. Remember, all part of the IBC that Terra Luna Classic is connected in. Alliance DAO is about to launch on their kind of Kitta, their Eternal Winter product, as well as much more. Pulsar Finance starting to do some things. So we're really starting to see dApps build out, albeit right at the minute, they're not specifically on Luna Classic. This is in the whole ecosystem and we are getting there. We haven't had this for a long time, and I think this can only be a positive thing as we walk through it. You then add into the fact that a lot of people believe Binance is behind a lot of this, starts to suddenly become incredibly bullish for Luna Classic. Now, Binance, obviously, we do know, launched a continuation or another pairing, and it says after the announcement that BUSD stablecoin will be discontinued, the exchange would move to add Lunk USDT pair to allow for ease of trading. So once again, we got a pairing for USTC and now another Luna Classic pairing. We talked yesterday in my video about BitMEX doing the same and Binance now doing this. Is this going to support the burn narrative? Which, by the way, the volume, once again, 600 million, 1.2 billion yesterday, is going to be big. We're going to break it down for you over the course of the next couple of days, what that potentially could look like. But it says, even after all of this, the crypto exchange continues to show support for Luna Classic. The most recent of these moves The most recent of these moves involves the introduction of a new trading pair. Binance announced it will be listing the Lunk Troy pair alongside a number of other new trading pairs for different altcoins. The new trading pair went live on Tuesday, December 5th, and leading up to the listing, the token's price had rallied tremendously in response. Not only did Binance announce a new trading pair for the cryptocurrency, but it also continued to carry out its scheduled burns, most importantly, that $3.9 billion done on December 1st. And I think this really showcases exactly what Binance is about. When you've got the biggest exchange in the world that's rallied every bit that's been thrown at it, still supporting Luna Classic, you can't help but be bullish on this, as well as continuing to burn. I mean, this was the most recent Binance burn you can see there. We see with this volume, we are burning a good chunk, 250 million burnt on today. We do have to be mindful, I've talked about this in most of my videos, we are seeing a lot of unstaked Luna Classic come, so we may well see a significant sell-off in the coming few weeks as people look to get out of Luna Classic. Why they would do that, I'm not totally sure, but again, we'll see how that all plays out. But what's going on with the price? We see this was our first real test, our first real correction on the 4-hour chart here, and we were down from these kind of highs of the 2.8 range, continuing down. Now, we did seem to find the bottom here on the 1.9, that 2 range, and then a bounce. Equally, we're just seeing that place out now. What's good to see, though, is holding above this short-term EMA as we want to see this push. A lot of still bullish momentum, and equally a lot of volume still coming in as we continue up this upward path. Now, when the rest of the market does correct, as we see with a little bit, therefore we are seeing similar stories with Luna Classic. USTC will always be more volatile than Lunk, down about 10%. And again, remember that this can only really ever get to $1. That's the absolute desire from the team and equally the community. So right now, Luna Classic, it's not a bad thing to have this correction, hold under the 2s. I would like to see us hold in that kind of 2 range as we then get ready for another breakout to the upside. But a lot of bullish momentum certainly with us as we continue to see capital deployed and much more coming with Luna Classic. So I'm always interested to get your views on this. What do you think? Do you think it was a flash in the pan, or do you think there is more to come? Drop it in the comments down below. And if you enjoy this, want to see more Terra Luna Classic content, smash that like button. You guys have been killing it recently, and if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As ever, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye bye.